Hello everyone, my name is Sylvia Derista Nurliswanti. I'm from class S1 Accounting Program Study and my student ID is C10200095. This time I will explain about tourism place. Tourism is travel for pleasure or business as well as tour theory and practice business that attract, accommodate and entertain tourists and business operating tours. The World Tourism Organization defines tourism more generally in terms beyond the common perception that tourism is limited to recreational activities, as people who travel and live in places outside the environment usually for no more than one consecutive year during leisure time, and not less than 24 hours, business and other purpose. Tourism can be domestic in a tourist country or international, and international tourism has both entry and exit implications on a country's balance of payments. The economic foundations of tourism are essentially the cultural assets, the cultural property and the nature of the travel location. The World Heritage Sites and particularly worth mentioning today because they are real tourism magnets. But even a country's current or former form of government can be decisive for tourism. For example, the fascination of the British royal family brings millions of tourists to Great Britain every year and thus the economy around 550 million a year. The Habsburg family can be mentioned in Central Europe. According to estimates, the Habsburg brand should generate tourism sales of 60 million euros per year for Vienna alone. The tourist principle Habsburg sales applies. Beach of Bali. Beach of Bali, arguably Indonesia's most popular vacation spot, Bali has a number of cultural landmarks and traditions that make a visit here worthwhile. But for many people, Bali is about the island's beautiful beach. If a beach vacation is what you're looking for, you may want to head to one of Bali's luxury beach resorts and spend some time soaking up the sun. Anyone who travels to Bali is going to have warm sun and blue water on their mind, and the island doesn't disappoint. Kuta is the best known beach and is great for those who like to combine sun, surfing, and socializing. Because of its popularity, you'll find a shortage of restaurants and things to do here. Borobudur. Borobudur. This ancient temple is one of the most famous and culturally significant landmarks in Indonesia. Borobudur was built in the 8th century and constructed in the shape of a traditional Buddhist mandala. It is one of the top UNESCO World Heritage Sites and is considered one of the greatest Buddhist sites in the world. Visit at sunrise for a torchlight climb up the temple and for the breathtaking experience of watching as the complex is bathed in sunlight. Borobudur lies near Yogyakarta, an Javanese city known for its rich cultural and historical offerings. Gili Island. Gili Islands. The Gili Islands are a major draw in Lombok, which has risen in popularity among backpackers and tourists over the years. These picturesque islands offer beaches that rival those on Bali in their beauty, as well as opportunities for diving and even snorkeling at a turtle sanctuary. If you're looking for more turtle action, you can check out a turtle hatchery where hundreds of these creatures are born each year. Komodo National Park. Komodo National Park. Komodo National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, encompasses 5 main islands and a number of smaller ones, as well as the surrounding marine areas. The waters of these islands are some of the richest and most diverse in the world. The Komodo dragons are the star of the show on any visit to the park, but visitors can also hike, snorkel, canoeing, or visit small villages on the island. Another highlight is Pink Beach on Komodo Island. This stretch of pink sand is one of the top beaches in Indonesia. So, the conclusion that we can take this time is that tourism is travel for pleasure or business, as well as tour theory and practice, business that attract, accommodate, and entertain tourists, and business operating tourists. Tourism can be domestic in a tourist country or international, and international tourism has both entry and exit implications on a country's balance of payments. The economic foundation of tourism is essentially cultural assets, cultural wealth, and the nature of the location of the trip. Indonesia has several tourist attractions that are very beautiful and highly recommended to visit, such as the example I explained earlier. There are Bali, Borobudur, and the island of Gili. You can enjoy all the tourist attractions whenever you want. One thing that attracts tourists is the cultural diversity that exists in a place, and that culture can be used as a tourist attraction. This cultural tourism is an activity that covers the uniqueness of culture. It can all be in the form of arts, traditional ceremonies, or local works of art. With tourism, we can introduce all our culture to many people and even to all corners of the world. Therefore, tourism is one of the cultural assets. The developments in air transport infrastructure, such as jumbo jets, low-cost airlines, and more accessible airports, have made many types of tourism for more affordable. A major factor in the relatively low cost of air travel is the tax exemption for aviation fuels. The tourism industry, as part of the service sector, has become an important source of income for many regions and even for entire countries. The Manila Declaration on World Tourism of 1980 recognized its importance as an activity essential to the life of nations because of its direct effects on the social, cultural, educational, and economic sector of national societies and on their international relations. The hospitality industries which benefit from tourism include transportation services such as airlines, cruise ships, trains, and taxi cabs. Lodging including hotels, hostels, homestays, resorts, and renting out rooms, and entertainment venues such as amusement parks, restaurants, casinos, shopping malls, music venues, and theaters. This is in addition to goods bought by tourists, including souvenirs.